Yo, what's up everybody, it's Luai. Ever wondered which countries have the most tanks ready for battle? We're talking massive machines of steel, rolling fortresses with cannons, the kind of firepower that can change the course of history. Tanks are like the heavyweights of modern warfare, and some countries have been stockpiling them like crazy. Think you can guess who has the most? Get ready for a wild ride as we count down the top 10 countries with the most tanks on the planet. We're talking insane numbers, crazy technology, and maybe even a few surprises along the way. Let's do this. Alright guys, we're kicking off our list with the undisputed champion of tank warfare, Russia. These guys take their tanks seriously, and their numbers are absolutely mind-blowing. We're talking over 12,000 tanks in active service, with another 10,000 chilling in reserve, just waiting to be unleashed. That's right, Russia could practically start a two-front war with just their spare tanks. From the legendary T-34 of World War II to the modern-day T-14 Armata, Russia has a long and proud history of building some of the most powerful tanks the world has ever seen. And these aren't your grandpa's tanks, folks. We're talking cutting-edge technology, advanced armor, and firepower that can obliterate anything in its path. They've got tanks designed for every situation, from urban combat to open warfare, and they're not afraid to use them. Russia's vast tank fleet is a testament to their military might and their determination to remain a global superpower. They've been in countless conflicts over the years, and their tanks have always played a pivotal role in their victories. But it's not just about the numbers, guys. Russia's got some seriously skilled tank crews, too. They train hard, they know their machines inside and out, and they're ready to roll into action at a moment's notice. So there you have it, folks. Russia, the king of the tank hill, with a legacy of armored dominance that shows no signs of slowing down. Coming in at a close second, it's the United States of America. And trust me, they didn't get to be a global superpower by messing around with toy tanks. We're talking about a country with over 6,000 active tanks and another 9,000 in reserve. The US is all about that high-tech life, and their tanks are no exception. We're talking about the M1 Abrams, baby. This beast is a legend on the battlefield, with a 120mm cannon that can punch through walls like they're made of paper. But it's not just about firepower with the Abrams. This tank is built for speed and agility too. It can hit over 40 miles per hour on the open road, which is insane for a machine that weighs as much as a small house. And don't even get me started on the technology inside this thing. We're talking thermal imaging, laser rangefinders, and a digital battlefield management system that would make Tony Stark jealous. The US Army knows that knowledge is power on the battlefield, and they make sure their tankers are some of the best trained in the world. These guys and gals spend months in simulators and out in the field, honing their skills until they're practically superhuman tank-driving machines. So while Russia might have the numbers, the US makes up for it with sheer technological superiority and some of the most highly trained tank crews on the planet. Hold on to your hats, folks, because China is coming in hot at number 3 on our list. With over 5,800 active tanks and a whopping 5,000 in reserve, China's military might is impossible to ignore. China's been on a serious military spending spree lately, and their tank force is a testament to their ambitions. They've been pumping out new and improved tanks like it's nobody's business, and they're not afraid to show them off in massive military parades. Their top-of-the-line tank, the Type 99A, is a force to be reckoned with. It's got a 125mm smoothbore cannon that can launch missiles, for crying out loud. That's right, this tank can take out enemy armor from miles away, and it's got the armor to shrug off anything they can throw back at it. But China's not just about brute force. They've been investing heavily in drone technology and cyber warfare, too. They know that the future of warfare is about more than just tanks, and they're determined to be at the forefront of these emerging technologies. Chapter 4. India holding the line with steel. Coming in at number 4 is India, a country with a long and storied military history. With over 4,600 active tanks and another 2,600 in reserve, India's got a whole lot of steel at its disposal. India's tank force is all about strategic deployment. They've got tanks positioned all along their borders with Pakistan and China, ready to defend their territory from any potential threats. Their main battle tank, the T-90, is a Russian-made beast that's been customized to meet India's specific needs. It's got a powerful 125mm cannon, advanced reactive armor, and it can even operate in extreme temperatures, from the scorching deserts of Rajasthan to the icy heights of the Himalayas. But India's not just about importing tanks, folks. They've been hard at work developing their own indigenous tank, the Arjun. It's got a 120mm rifled gun, composite armor, and it's designed to take on the toughest opponents on the battlefield. Chapter 5. North Korea. The Hermit Kingdom's armored surprise. Number 5 on our list might surprise you folks. It's North Korea. Despite facing economic sanctions and international pressure, North Korea has managed to amass a surprisingly large tank force with over 4,000 active tanks. Now I know what you're thinking, North Korea? Really? But don't let their outdated technology fool you. They've got sheer numbers on their side, and in a ground war, that can make all the difference. Their most numerous tank is the T-55, a Soviet-era relic that's been around since the 1950s. It might not be the prettiest tank on the block, but it's reliable, easy to maintain, and it can still pack a punch. But North Korea is not just about old tanks. They've also got the Pokpung-ho, their own domestically produced main battle tank. It's a mishmash of different tank technologies, but it shows that North Korea is determined to build up its military capabilities no matter the cost. Chapter 6. Egypt, Guardians of the Sands. Coming in at number 6 is Egypt, a country with a long and proud military tradition. With over 4,000 active tanks, Egypt has one of the largest tank forces in the world. Egypt's tank force is all about maintaining stability in a volatile region. They've got tanks deployed in the Sinai Peninsula to combat terrorist threats, and they're constantly upgrading their equipment to stay ahead of the curve. Their most modern tank is the M1A1 Abrams, which they purchased from the United States. It's a powerful and versatile tank that gives Egypt a significant edge in any armored confrontation. But Egypt's not just about American tanks. They've also got a large number of Russian-made T-80s and T-62s, which they've upgraded with modern technology to keep them battle-ready. Chapter 7. Holding it down at number 7 is Turkey, a country with a strategic location at the crossroads of Europe and Asia. With over 3,000 active tanks, Turkey is a major player in the region. Turkey's tank force is all about modernization and self-reliance. They've been working hard to upgrade their existing fleet of German-made Leopard 2s, and they've also been developing their own indigenous tank, the Altay. The Altay is a cutting-edge tank that's designed to be on par with the best in the world. It's got a 120mm smoothbore cannon, advanced armor, and a state-of-the-art fire control system. Turkey's tank force is a testament to their commitment to NATO and their determination to defend their interests in a complex geopolitical landscape. Chapter 8. Pakistan, prepared for anything. Coming in at number 8 is Pakistan, a country with a formidable military. With over 2,900 active tanks, Pakistan is a force to be reckoned with in South Asia. Pakistan's tank force is all about deterring aggression from its neighbor India. They've got tanks deployed along their shared border, and they're constantly training to be ready for any eventuality. Their main battle tank is the Al-Khalid, a joint Pakistani-Chinese production that's a real beast on the battlefield. It's got a 125mm smoothbore cannon, composite armor, and it can even operate in the harsh desert conditions of the region. But Pakistan's not just about Chinese tanks. They've also got a large number of Ukrainian-made T-80UDs, which are known for their speed and firepower. Chapter 9. South Korea, small country, big firepower. Coming in at number 9 is South Korea, a country that knows a thing or two about facing down threats. With over 2,600 active tanks, South Korea is ready to defend itself against any aggression from its neighbor to the north. South Korea's tank force is all about quality over quantity. They may not have the largest number of tanks, but what they lack in numbers, they more than make up for in technology. Their main battle tank is the K2 Black Panther, a cutting-edge machine that's one of the most advanced tanks in the world. It's got a 120mm smoothbore cannon, advanced reactive armor, and a sophisticated fire control system that can hit targets with pinpoint accuracy. The K2 Black Panther is a testament to South Korea's technological prowess and their determination to maintain a strong deterrent against any potential threats. Chapter 10. Iran. The sleeping giant awakens. Rounding out our list at number 10 is Iran, a country with a long and complex history. With over 1,600 active tanks, Iran has a significant armored force in the Middle East. Iran's tank force is all about projecting power and deterring its regional rivals. They've got tanks deployed along their borders with Iraq and Afghanistan, and they're constantly upgrading their equipment to maintain their edge. Their most modern tank is the Karar, a domestically produced main battle tank that's shrouded in secrecy. It's believed to be based on the Russian T-90, but with Iranian modifications and upgrades. Iran's tank force is a reminder that they're a force to be reckoned with in the region, and they're not afraid to use their military might to protect their interests. Whoa, that was a wild ride through the world's most heavily armored countries. Who knew there were so many tanks out there, right? Which country surprised you the most with their tank fleet? Let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this epic tank showdown, be sure to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel for more mind-blowing videos, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an upload. Next time, we're diving into the world of fighter jets. counting down the top 10 countries with the most air power. You won't want to miss it. Until then, stay curious, stay informed, and stay tuned.